Services cost money.
That California had collected approximately $221 billion in tax revenue. There better not be a money problem.
Yes, the California money problem.
Let's get ready to rumble! You can't handle the truth.
Hi, I'm Pastor Marty. Welcome to the Afternoon Drive. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and once you are, smack the bell, click the word all. That will give you notification of my rants, my ravings, my undeniably flawless reasonings. Please like and share this video. It's the only way that we get the word out that we're here. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of the Afternoon Drive. So as I reported earlier, Mad Maxine Waters is upset that the American people, i.e. the rich, are not contributing their fair share so that California can provide basic services, like police protection, fire department, water to put out the fires. These services cost money, and the richest 1% in this country should be forced to pay for California.
Services cost money. And we should be willing to get the richest people in this country, the richest 1% that is protected, make sure they pay their fair taxes so that we can have the money to provide the services.
Well, maybe if the California legislature, which met this week to earmark $50 million in a special fund that Gavin Newsom can use to hire lawyers to do everything within his power to stop Trump from taking the illegals that are in that state and sending them back to where they came from. Maybe take that $50 million, fill your reservoirs, pay your fire department. The $20 billion that you took out of the fire department budget, you can now put it back and stop funding things like the Gay Men's Choir of Los Angeles, which, hey, if gay guys want to sing, okay, let the people who go hear them pay for it. The taxpayer should not be paying for it. Or the trans coffee houses. Yes, you heard me right. $100,000 earmarked for the trans cafe. Okay, that all aside, what does California do with their money? That is a question that we're going to get into in just a moment. But before we do, Wes Austin wants you to know that President Biden, on his way out of office, has swung in like a superhero, and he has heard the cry, he has seen the pain and devastation of California, and he's ready to help.
President Biden has announced that victims of the Los Angeles wildfires will receive one-time payments of $770 from the federal government to pay for essentials like water, baby formula, and prescriptions.
And I want to be clear. We're not waiting until those fires are over to start helping the victims. We're getting them help right now, as you all know. People impacted by these fires are going to receive one-time payment of $770, one-time payment, so they can quickly purchase things like water, baby formula, and prescriptions.
Biden's $770 relief checks show his commitment to helping California wildfire victims by helping them afford a single bag of groceries. If you remember, victims of the Maui fire got $700 in relief, and victims of Hurricane Helene got $750. So at least a $770 relief check is an improvement by a whole $20. Now try not to think about the fact that Biden did just authorize $500 million for Ukraine last week. And also that last month he gave them $3.5 billion. Now, definitely don't look into how much we've spent on Ukraine in the last 4 years, or you might find out that it's about $175 billion, and then you'll really be pissed.
Hey, maybe Zelensky can come and ask Congress for help for California. He seems to get what he asks for. Well, Stephen A., who has been diving a little bit more frequently into the political waters on his Stephen A. podcast, well, he's got a couple of questions regarding California, the fires. What have you guys done with the money that you have? At this point, is California even relevant or needed?
I'm not going to say this definitively because we all know there's a weather tax in California. The weather's beautiful in Southern California. That's why they've been able to charge what they've been able to charge. That's why they've had the nation's highest individual income tax rate and high sales tax burdens and stuff like that. Income tax, sales tax, the list goes on and on. You just look at a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it's one thing I'm reading here. The state also has high income and sales tax as well as income tax applying to all retirement income except for Social Security. In other words, the state of California are professionals at getting your money. They're professionals at getting your money. I would know. I've been getting taxed from them for years. And I got to tell you something right now because of my travels back and forth for ESPN. I can tell you this right now. There's a legitimate discussion that has to take place as to how beneficial it is to live in the state of California. Seriously. When you consider their tax rates, property taxes don't seem to be that extreme in some people's eyes, but the income tax, the sales tax, and all this, the expense that comes with living in the state. When you just, as I read to you last week, learned that California had collected approximately $221 billion in tax revenue. There better not be a money problem. There better not be. You just hear some of these things that's going on right now, and you really, really find yourself wondering what the hell is going on in the state of California. You really find yourself wondering about that. And how beneficial is it to be there outside of the warm weather? It's a sanctuary city. You know they're not trying to capitulate to federal laws, especially with Donald Trump coming into office. Gas prices, food prices, cost of living. All of these things, very, very relevant. And then you got a governor, and you're waiting for answers from him. We're tired of hearing you on the phone with the president. You're on the phone with the president. No, we don't want to hear that. Gavin Newsom's got some explaining to do. Karen Bass, I don't even know if I want to hear from her. I think she's going to get recalled. I think she's been such a disaster with this whole ordeal. I think she's going to get recalled.
And we're going to end this right there. Boom, shakalaka boom, shakalaka boom.